Hello, I'm Aaron J. Gervin, Senior Layout and Design Editor for the 2024-2025 school year at Wyoming Valley West High School. And today, I'm going to be showing you how to use Entourage Yearbooks, the software that we use to design and create our yearbooks. Now, while Entourage will work on any computer, we recommend using a computer monitor similar to these, which has the best resolution and the best display to run the program. Let's get started. Now, once you log into Entourage, you'll find the projects currently in progress. Then you'll click View on the project you want to work on. This will open up the dashboard for your yearbook. The two things that you should take note of are Upload Photos and Design Pages. Let's go to Upload Photos. Here you'll see a green button at the top that reads Upload Photos. Click on it, and then Browse Files to select the files currently on your computer that you want to upload to the yearbook. Once the photos upload, you're ready to go. Now, to make things easier when creating specific pages, you could go Create Category, name the category, color code it, and also put it underneath a superseding category. This will help you find photos when you're making sports sections or other pages in your yearbook. Now we have photos. Let's go to Design Pages. Here you'll see the blank pages. Let's open up one. Now on these pages, you'll see a black line going around the page. This is where you should keep all of your content in, as the black line is where the cutoff is. Now in the middle, where the binding of the book will be, you'll see a purple line. Anything beyond this purple line will likely get lost in the binding, so try and keep any photos or text outside of this. Now let's go to the cover. Cover is similar to the pages with a black line showing where it will end, but in the middle you'll see several blue lines running. Now the biggest column created by these lines is where the spine will be. These smaller columns with the blue lines are where the folds in the cover will go. On the left will be the back cover, and on the right will be the front cover. Next, you have the two end sheets. These are just the pages that will go on the back of the cover on the inside of the book. There is a front end sheet and there is a back end sheet. Now let's open up a random page. Now you can go to Photos and see all the photos you have uploaded to the yearbook. You can also search by file name to find a specific photo. You can also search by category. Click on a photo, drag it over, and drop it down on the page by clicking again. You're able to move the photo around. You could also crop and edit in the quick menu to the right. You could zoom in and crop the photo if you need to enlarge it. Hit save. The only thing about cropping and editing a photo is it will change how you resize the picture. You'll have to hold down X on your keyboard in order to resize it properly. If you don't yet have photos to put in your yearbook, there are blank photo frame options available. They come in a variety of shapes if you want your yearbook to look fun. To drop a photo in a blank photo frame, simply click on the photo and drag it over there. You could crop and edit just like a normal photo frame, and then use the little hand that pops up in the middle to shift the photo to fit in the frame. There is an undo and a redo button up at the top if you need to fix something. Control Y and Control Z don't really work in Entourage that well. You can also add text in Entourage. If you open up the text, there'll be a couple default text options available. You could change the font, selecting from dozens of fun and interesting fonts to add to your yearbook. You can change the size. You can also bold, italicize, and underline, and change the color of your text. There's also the align options. If you need to save a new text style that you want to use so it's ready and you don't have to poke around with everything, simply pick the size, the font, and how you want it to be, and just hit save as new text style and it will appear along the side. There's also elements, which are fun little pictograms that you could add to the yearbook to make it a little bit more interesting. There's thousands of these to pick from. There's also templates if you don't want to start from scratch making your yearbook. Some of these also have graphics that you can't find elsewhere. If you're looking for a specific theme, they have all sorts of themes, so really the sky's the limit. Now just make sure when, oh, no. Now, if you have a layout that you want to use on other pages, simply go up next to the green save button and click the arrow. That's a save template page. Once you hit that, it'll save in My Templates. That way you could transfer it to other pages. Now, when you're done with everything, just make sure you hit save. If you forget to hit save, it will warn you that you have unsaved changes, so just make sure you hit the green save button when you're done. Now let's say you just hit save and you realized you completely created something on the wrong page. Well, over here on the left, there is a page move button. So if you need to resequence anything, you could just move these pages around wherever you want them. Then when you're done, just hit confirm moves up in the corner. Now let's get to the crux of the yearbook, the people pages. Up at the top, you'll go to people and select create people pages. In Manage Data, you will upload your student portraits. You also upload an index. This will be a list with the file names of each picture and the names and the corresponding grades to help segregate the pictures into different classes. In templates, you'll find dozens of layouts for your people pages. You can filter by how many people you want on each page. For an example, let's go with 30. Select a template and then build on the page. Just hit replace here. Now you'll see pop up the blank photo frames where your portraits will go. Then go to flow. You'll see your pictures over here. Flow left page, flow right page. Now when you flow the people pages, it will end up looking like this. This is an example from one of our previous yearbooks. If you need to change a name, if there's a typo, simply click on the name and to the right hand side there'll be an edit person option. That's also the way you're going to be able to add senior quotes into the custom field. Now the great thing about uploading that index earlier is that you just create a bunch of photo tags. So if you go into your non-portrait photos and click add new tag and click on a person in the photo, you could simply type out their name and find the photo tag that uploading their portrait in the index created. If they don't have one, just add a new one. Now that'll be helpful if you want to put an index in your yearbook. So now if you go back to your blank pages, go back to people, at the bottom will be create directory, aka an index. At the bottom you'll see generate. You'll do this once you have all of the photos tagged and you're pretty much completely done with your yearbook. This will be a final thing. That'll save it in your templates. I'm going to go back into our old yearbook and take that one since this is just an example. Now you just drag and drop it. This is basically just a text box that was auto-generated, so you could change the font size if need be. You could also edit it if there's any typos. Now the thing is, this index is pretty much useless without any page numbers. So if you go back to your main dashboard, go to Manage, and then go to Manage Ladder. Then you see a thing that says Page Numbering. Choose where you want the page number to go, save settings. Now if you need to tweak some of it, go into Advanced Settings. Go to specific page. If maybe there's some content that the number's going over, you could move it around. You could also change the color, the position, more generally, and then just save the settings. There you go.